And howdy do, I am back, I'm back, I'm back. I'm back with part 2 of my Dogfish Head 60-minute IPA. I've never had this product before, as I stated. Look at this head, though. I tell you, it's been about 10 minutes since I poured this, and it's still got a little bit of a rocky head going on there. It's interesting. I still see a lot of carbonation bubbling to the surface. Look at that. And as I've let this sit a little bit, I've noticed that my aromas are building. I don't know what they're building, but they're building something. Damn it! No, there's the aromas are they're building in there. It's interesting. Okay, not getting any big, overwhelming aromas. Again, I was expecting this to be wow, man, and it's not, but it's still interesting. There's nothing about this beer that's in your face, and I don't know why I expected it to be, but that was my expectation of it. But the aromas are pleasant. Just they're not as huge as I was expecting them to be. Again, a very earthy, very grassy tones. Not quite what I was expecting. I am getting some citrus for sure, but yeah, nothing as huge as I was expecting. But it is very pleasant. And the flavor is quite different as well. Yeah, it's very different. I'm having a hard time figuring out how much I like it or how much I don't, to be honest with you, because it is a different animal than what I was expecting. Not as big on the citrus. My son just moved. Son of a bitch. Not as big on the citrus or the pine as most typical IPAs are. There, I'm getting a lot of different flavors here. There is certainly some grapefruit growing on, but I'm also getting other things. I'm getting some lemon as well. The malt body is completely different than I was expecting. So again, I've said this before, talking about expectations. Sometimes expectations can change your opinion of a beer. Again, I don't know why I was expecting this to feel bigger, because I mean it says, I knew it was 6%, 60 going into it. I've heard so much about it. I think my mind was thinking it was going to be huge, and it doesn't feel huge. It feels nice. I mean, it's nice. It's extremely balanced. Meaning it's not one of those IPAs that make you go, holy crap! Give you that face like you just bit a lemon. It doesn't do that. But there is some very unique flavors going on in this beer that I'm not sure I've ever had in anything else, and that's what I'm finding intriguing about it. If I have to say a buy again or not buy again after having this for the very first time, the very first bottle, I'm gonna say yes right now. But the nice thing is I have a 6 pack of it. I bought a 6 pack, and I think that's why you know. Sometimes when people buy just singles of a beer, sometimes it's really hard to get a whole picture of a beer in just one. I know for me anyway, sometimes, you might think you've got it all, but sometimes things can change. So I like to buy full 6 packs of beer. Then I can have it 6 different times, as it were, if I'm the only one drinking it, but at least 2 or 3 different times, so I can keep checking my own notes. Sometimes, I mean, many of today's craft beers are too complex to get everything, to get all the flavors, to get everything it has to offer in just one sitting. Oh, wow. Yeah, I am kind of enjoying this some more. I go at first, I was kind of perplexed because there are some different flavors here, and for those of you who've had it, you know what I'm talking about. There are some very different flavors going on here. Some I haven't quite discerned yet that I'm still working on, but it is very interesting. It's very likable. Wow. And though it's not big, wow in your face, it is extremely complex, as it is very hard to discern all the flavors going on because there was quite a bit. So hey, I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer. I don't want to run too long. I want to sit and enjoy the rest of my beer. To be honest with you, this is Tom the Beer Whisperer, my very first dogfish head 60-minute IPA. I'll be back.